What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So guys, channel membership is now live. Link is in the description and the first comment. Do check it out. That would really help support the channel. So let's start this video with the latest physique update from Foda, who by the way was on the Olympia stage last year, making his men's open Olympia debut. And I have got to say he did not have an impressive first showing on his Olympia debut. But some of his looks from earlier last year, especially weeks before stepping on Chicago Pro stage, where he won his first ever pro show. Those looks were so incredible. First of all, he had that amazing muscularity, superb size, and with that, he had that amazing flow, top to bottom, especially from the front and in the side shots. Now Foda was very weeks out of the show, and maybe he now realizes that skipping all those earlier shows before Chicago Pro, that was kind of a big mistake, because the man just stayed contest lean for so long, and when the time came to step on that Miss Olympia stage, he was totally burnt out. So Stefan, his coach, he posted what is Foda's biggest weakness, the back double biceps, and he said that the man is working super hard to bring up his back, to improve on that one weakness, and he's gonna make sure that he makes some decent improvements in his back before it is time to start prepping again. Now for those of you guys who do not know, a big reason on why his back did not look so good last year in multiple shows was because of an injury, and he was carrying that all the way till the Olympia last year. But the good thing is that injury has now been taken care of. Now we mentioned his weaknesses. Let's talk about his strengths. His front shots, the front double biceps, and that front lat spread. They are so goddamn deadly. One of the best in the men's open right now. Now he isn't a tall guy, but he has those big sweeping quads, very tiny waistline, and those huge arms. And Foda isn't looking to compete anytime soon this year, as the man is still in the rebuilding phase. And if he peaks perfectly, he's for surely gonna be on the Olympia stage this year again. So can he be in the top 10, which by the way was his goal last year? Well, we do not know that as of right now, as the nature of competition this year, that is gonna be so much better than last year. Now if you guys look at these pictures from last year, that guy really isn't missing anything.
I think Leanardo is a unit, bro.
This guy's really good, eh?
If this guy was in better shape, he would be very, very hard to beat for anybody. Yeah,
He's
right.
a big dude.
An underrated opinion about this year's Honor Brazil is that if Leanardo Paris, he was in the same condition as good Vito, he would have given Vito a very serious run for his money. Now that the more pictures have been released from that particular show, I have got to say just look at the size of this guy. And this is the era of vacuums. Every single bodybuilder out there, even in the men's open, they want to make that illusion of having a very small waistline on the stage, which by the way requires a lot of control and practicing day after day how to control the midsection and the abs. So most of the fans out there, including myself, we are kind of in the favor of vacuums, especially the way Hadi Choopan does, where he shows his abs and then he transitions into that vacuum. And the reason I'm saying that is because it makes guys more conscious about their midsection. Now if we look at the amount of muscle that Leanardo was able to put on from 2023 to 2025, that makes it one of the most impressive transformation in the recent times in the men's open. Yes, his waist looked a lot tighter back in 2023, but there is just no way Leanardo would have won any open show while he was lacking mass. He needed more size, more muscle. Now there hasn't been any show announcement made by Leanardo, and we have no idea when he's gonna compete next. But the man is back in the business, back to lifting heavy weights in the gym. And we only would like to see him do one or maybe two more shows with a bit more sharper conditioning. So the shows after California Pro, they aren't gonna have top Olympians, at least that is what it looks like right now. So those can be good options for Leanardo. So the size on this guy, on the stage, that makes him look like a real tank. And if he can come in a bit more sharper, with more detail, this guy is gonna be super dangerous.
If this guy was in better shape, he would be very, very hard to beat for anybody. Yeah,
He's
right.
a big dude.
And he's complete. Like he's not
Very-
missing. He was good from the front, backside, like everywhere.
He's back from the front.
Very, very complete.
Lats are crazy.
Yep.
Guys, we have a limited time offer. If you buy any flavor of Bloodshot, you are gonna get a free Dying Breed t-shirt. The discount code is on the screen right now, and use the code Fazi10 to get 10% extra discount. Another training update posted by the Persian Wolf, Hadi Choopan, and another mention of his former coach Hany Rambod. Or who knows, maybe Hany Rambod has been working with him all this time. So an announcement from both the teams, that is due, as that is gonna clear all these rumors. Now for the record, Hany Rambod did not have that same version as Derek Lansford, dropping down to 3rd place at his first ever title defense. His version was, Derek needs to build up those quads, while Derek said that the major reason for him looking very much imbalanced or not looking as balanced or as complete as he did at the Olympia back in 2023 was that he overdieted and also overtrained, and he was super flat at the Olympia last year. And now that Derek has won this past Arnold, looking so damn invincible, the honest truth is that it was kind of a misjudgment on Hany Rambod's part. Now, do you guys think there is any logic about Hany Rambod dropping Derek and only working with Hadi Choopan? Well, I'm gonna say no, it doesn't. It doesn't make any sense, as both of these are Olympia champions and the biggest icons in the pro ranks right now. Now, we do not see any reason on why Hadi Choopan would tag Hany Rambod, especially at the start of his Olympia prep, other than the fact that they had decided to give it maybe another go for this year's Miss Olympia. Now, I think we can all agree Hadi Choopan has achieved greatness under Hany's coaching, an Arnold title, an Olympia title, and several top finishes at the Olympia. So that right there is a great track record. And we know Hany Rambod, he's already a legend. Now this is gonna be so good for bodybuilding if both these guys, they gear up again. And both Derek and Hadi, they show up at their all-time best at the Olympia this year and give Samson Dauda a run for his money. Juan Pradels, the young Spanish IFBB pro, looks absolutely huge and so monstrous in his most recent physique update. So this was a 2 years gap between the time he made his pro debut to the time he's gonna step back on the stage later this year. And looking at all of his recent updates, all that off time, that did pay off big time. The man looks like a much better bodybuilder overall now. Not only did he make some decent size improvements, some good size gains, but at the same time his aesthetics have also improved. And that too drastically, because he was able to build up so much bigger quads, so much sweep, and with that, so much wide shoulders. And that is why he's showcasing such insane V-taper. Now Juan wasn't in a great condition 2 years back when he made his pro debut at the Emperor Classic Spain. But the man has been working with Francisco all this time. And we saw the work of Francisco with someone like Vlad, who brought his career's best in Chicago Pro last year. So this is gonna be such a good comeback. And hopefully he finds a show with, I'm gonna say, no big names in it. Because that is the key this year to qualify for the Olympia. A lot of these former Olympians, they are just gonna miss out on that Olympia qualification this year because of the lack of strategy, especially when selecting all these shows. So this is another guy in the men's open division who carries so much muscle mass, but at the same time he's a master of hitting those vacuums. So what are your expectations from Juan this year? Keep an eye out on this guy, Fabian Meyer, who is prepping for his comeback in classic physique at this upcoming Portugal Pro, which is happening in 11 weeks time from now. And the man right now at 11 weeks out looks like he's roughly 4 weeks out. So much striations and deep separation everywhere. And that is truly a classic structure right there. Now for the people who have been following classic physique for some years, they already know that Fabian was a top Olympian just a few years back. Now he started a family, and that is why he took some time off to focus on his personal life. He took a break from competing, but now the man is back on track, prepping with Patrick Tour. And there is every reason to believe he's gonna win this upcoming Portugal Pro. And he's gonna be on that Miss Olympia stage this year. Tall guy, crazy aesthetics, very good muscularity. And at the same time, he brings superb condition. And this look of Fabian, that is most likely gonna be his all-time best. Because this is the first time he's gonna compete with those new classic physique weight regulations. So he's gonna be a lot harder and fuller the next time he steps on stage. Now this is a type of physique that can finish in the Olympia top 10 or even higher depending on how he peaks. For all of these big shows, I mean he was top 7 at the Olympia back in 2022, which was the last Olympia that he did. Now cannot wait to see this final package from Fabian, and the man is changing pretty fast from week to week. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.